Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Stellaris, the life-seeded campaign. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 33. It's the year 2531. We're going to do the enigmatic fortress. So first, we're going to send this guy in here. Been wanting to do this for a while. Completely forgot that it was here. Wars are over for the time being, which is nice. The enigmatic fortress. With the defeat of the defenses surrounding the ancient structure, we may find a way to explore its mysteries. Entering and traversing it may be difficult, but whoever built it must have possessed technology we can hardly dream of. Making matters more arduous, the fortress appears to be recovering. Some of the people who helped disarm the fortress have volunteered to attempt entering and exploring it, with backup from the headquarters on Valorum Prime. Following through on our end will no doubt present its own challenges. Give the go-ahead. Despite the ages of technology separating us and the builders of the fortress, one invention is timeless: a closed door. After having forced the fortress to shut down, we found all entrances sealed. The team dispatched to explore the fortress have found an airlock, which at least appears possible to open from the outside, if it had been in working order. We'll find someone to assist them. Issue special projects, demolitions team, or local power surge. So you can send these guys down here to research this. That will get them to do that special project. On the war front, enigmatic fortress. Oh, we're moving quickly. Forget about war front. With the defeat of the defenses surrounding the ancient structure, we may find a way to explore its mysteries. Entering into... Okay, we did. Yeah, so... Okay. It's repeating itself. We're in a time loop.
Evading hostiles.
Deja vu. Yes, give the go ahead. Okay. What's going on here? Are you evading hostiles? Okay, hold on. What the heck is going on here? What the heck? Give me go ahead. This fortress keeps coming to life.
Research concluded.
Something's happening. It's very much repeating itself. Paradox, are you aware that this happens? Demolitions time, research team, local power surge. Okay, hold on. Can I give you fleet stance evasive? No, I need you to just do this. Just research the project in the system. Don't do evasive. Now, what's happening is...
Evading hostiles.
Approaching asteroid on Tekram. Oh, great. Oh, that's nice. The enigmatic fortress. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's just... Oh. Do we need to move this ship out of here? Why don't you go there? Maybe if they're not there blowing it up every 2 seconds, we can progress this quest. That's a...
Science ship status. Destroy.
Looks like we're not going to be able to do this quest. I was wrong. We can't do it because it's bugged. It's bugged. Wow. I'm having a hard time caring about everything else that's going on in this game right here at the start of the episode because that is bugged. And that is just incredibly annoying. So what happens if we... Can we move him up here and get that? Is it just going to keep doing that? That's really depressing if that's the situation. I wanted to do that quest. Unrest, radicalization, yes. So let's see if this just happens again. Or... Yep. So what's going on? So they defeat the fortress and then nothing? Yep. Okay.
Situation log.
So we can't do that. We can't stay in there, otherwise it just keeps repeating. Well, thanks Paradox for making that all buggy.
Situation log.
That's unfortunate. in every possible way I can think of. That's just horrible.
Construction project concluded.
That's really depressing. That... Wow, what a bummer. I was looking forward to doing that, and it's like, no, you're not going to be able to. Too bad. Bummer. Bugs like that irritate. You know, there are some bugs that I can handle, and then there are other bugs that just irritate the heck out of me, and that is one of those bugs that irritates the heck out of me. I'm really frustrated by that. Really frustrated. Okay, so you are going to where? Vlorm? Good. Do that. What are you? Where are you? Oh, you're right there. Oh, so why aren't you hooked up to the homeworld? Now you are. Alright, well. Yeah, research concluded. Great.
Receiving transmission.
Hey, the Republic of Yihim. Form a research agreement. Are you guys changing your
Initial
tune?
colonization phase complete.
Okay.
Research concluded.
Are you going to be friendly and join our federation? That was the whole point. We want to win by some kind of federation or something. Ring Q is ready to go, so we can provide jobs. And so is the other ring world. Ring P. So I'll get these all changed up here. Research ring worlds. Where are they? Research ring world. Colony designation. And then get some decisions for amenities for these guys. Okay, that means we can move people over to them, which is going to be great. Where's that fleet at?
Construction
Right there.
project concluded.
And this is, what is this? White Reavers, pirate fleet. Oh, well, you guys can get squashed. I think everybody else should just go home to their natural home base, which is normally the mega shipyard, so that's great. We've destroyed smaller empires. So that's kind of been fantastic. Where are you guys? 17th Fleet, where are you at?
Receiving transmission.
Yeah, you want a commercial pact. Great. You guys can go home. We'll get everybody to head home. Should be super. We'll get them all worked on. Get all our fleets worked on and get them ready to go for the next big thing. Because we want to go in here. The Free Boast Pact Chitucks got cut in half. They got some over here and some over here. I think the easiest thing to do with them is just going to be to declare a vassalization war on them. And try to vassalize them. These guys, Federation level unlocked. So, there's that. We've got so many people in our Federation now, because we're just making it very clear that you have to do that. They're at war with those guys. Where's the Republic of Yihim? You guys kind of like us. If you would get out of that war... If you would get out of that war, we would... They must be at peace. We would offer you some things. Oh, look. Oh, my goodness. Ambitions. Our edicts came off. Okay. Will to power. It's the one that gives us influence. We really, really need that. Monthly minerals are obviously not pressing need right now. Hearts and minds want to keep people governing ethics correctly. Research speed and research alternatives. I'm not even concerned about that now, but I'm going to turn it on. Terraforming gases, because we know that we have some terraforming going on. Well, alright then. Gosh, and you guys, all of you, can kind of come back up here to our wormhole, our gateway. Alright, and now what we'll do is finish up shipyards and tech here. Let's put Titan assembly yards there. Trappist upgrade. You can have Titan assembly units. Star bases. Do we have anybody here yet? Anybody that's not connected? Where are you? You're like, I'm not connected. Okay, well, you're gonna be real soon to Valor. Which one is it? This one. You're saying I'm not connected. Well, you need to be. Where is it? Okay. Right click. There we go. Next one. You're right there. You can go straight to it, buddy. And you, Lurus, you can go to there. Because that one's going to go straight over. Alright, now you're all connected like you should be. That one's building stuff. We're going to take care of unemployment here very shortly. Excuse me. So let's do it. Let's look. This is Frontier Sector. Where are these guys? Zersh. Yeah, Trappist. So what's in Trappist? Oh my gosh, all these ones that are not named Trappist. Okay. Let's fix this. Let's, oh, Zersh. Okay. We'll start naming it. Trappist 1. And you're going to be, what, your refinery planet? Refinery and energy is what you should have been. IE. Because you've got all that. What do you have research segment there? What are you guys doing? Clowns. Let's do this as a refinery row. Let's get rid of this. We may have to martial law you guys. We may have to. Okay, so that's one of them. Grow. Oh, this is a habitat, so let's go. Hab Trap 1. Let's name it that. I like that. And then let's just do a refinery station. Let's pick this up. See if we can grow some people on there. What is this? This is Roish. Not for long. It's Trappist 2, and it's going to be. Let's just do it again. Refinery, minerals. So I am. Oops. Not I am. Trappist 2. Alright. This research stuff is nonsense, so let's not worry about that. Let's worry about housing. They clearly need some. Oh, jeez. The AI is just the worst. It's the worst when it comes to building worlds. So that gets that. What is this Frisch rack? Oh, right down here. Yeah, you can be Trappist 3. We'll do the same thing with you. Refinery, food. Oh my goodness. You desperately are in desperate need of city districts. Goodness, sorry for the coffee and cheese. That's terrible. Alright. That's kind of taking care of that. We also need to terraform these guys to Gaia Worlds. So let's end this. Well, 1. You dummy. Do it correctly. Be uniform about it. Nothing's worse than not adhering to your own nomenclature. Okay, so that's the Trappist stuff. What is it? What is Cherion's crystal? Okay. Oh, and it's right there. I see. So Trappist can be its own sector, and we'll just give it somebody. Okay, and that it handles all of those. So those guys are working hard to not suck. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at the unemployment. That is so terrible. We gotta fix that. Okay. Let's get this fixed by doing the following. Resettling. You guys have a ton of people that need to go somewhere else. And we have 70 people, 70 jobs on Ring N. So, guess what? Ring N. Yes. Lots of this happening. That's a lot of people to move. Let's going to be a lot of jobs. All of a sudden ring in. They're going to see these spaceships pull up, these transports full of people. And everybody who was working the service industries will be like, oh my goodness. More tacos. I say that only because tacos are awesome. And if you were going to show up on a space station, what was the first thing you'd want to eat? A taco or a pizza. Either would be fabulous. Let's see if we have anywhere else where we have so many unemployed. Yeah, like right there, 19. Hab C, that's no good. Ring O. Decline. Oh, so you need more job. This is Hab C. Hab C. Where is Hab C? It's like way up here. Oh my gosh, our world, our universe is so big here. I think the next time I play to completion like this, I'm definitely not going to be doing it quite this way. You guys need a lot more jobs, don't you? Which means these little refinery things are not going to work because you need more jobs than that. So we'll replace them with this. I'm still looking for like the optimal design of one of these places. This could work though. Hab CC, you're the same way. You're like, I need a few more jobs. Okay, well, we'll give you some. It's going to remove some of our refinery elements, but it will give us more jobs. Alright, wait, crime lord deal. Oof. Not excited about that. Ring O has 80 some jobs. Wow. What do you guys have for unemployment? Thought it said you had unemployed. Oh, you got specialists who are unemployed. Oh, well. Not anymore. Hab C. Still, yeah, we're going to fix Hab C with jobs, with the actual jobs on their planet. Celestial Throne says, I have too many people unemployed. I will fix you. Maybe. It's quite a task here. Hab W. I don't want to do anything with the Habs until I've handled everything else like that. Hab R3. That could be a much better way to fix that. So with commercial zones. So we'll do this way. What do we have here? Heesh has 24 people who are unemployed. Well, guess what? Heesh, I got a ring world for you. How's that strike your fancy? And Heesh 2, that's an orbital habitat. We'll fix it the other way. This is Rixish, has 27. Obviously, it's got some specialists who are unemployed. Yep. Because that was not enough unemployed workers to count for all its unemployed people. Don't want to destroy anything, so let's take a look at that. Ring N says, I still have 22 jobs. What are you going to do about that? Let's raise those up. First, let's give you a holo theater. I know that'll make your people happier. Ring N. Same thing with you. Holo theaters. This. More people working these jobs. Ring O. We'll get more people out your way. Ring M says, I have 27 jobs. Great. This planet. Crime wave on Hawkeye Prime. Yeah, well, that's going to happen in an empire this big. It's just... Oh, and they're out of residences. Okay. Well, we'll have to do it that way then. Provide you guys a few more jobs. Oh, we're really tanking it with the minerals, aren't we? Wow. Okay. Are we going to have to buy minerals? Maybe. Well, let's start adding some trades because we have like a lot of surplus food.
Research concluded.
I don't think we need to have this in here anymore. So, yeah, our minerals are all of a sudden not in good shape. So, 500. Let's do this. Let's sell those.
Research concluded.
Let's add a monthly trade for minerals. So we'll do that. We'll do what, 1,000? Can we do that? What's that? What kind of hole does that get us out of? Oh yes, you can extend our deal. Great. Let's see what's it look like at the end of the month. We're coming up on that 30 days here at minus 22. Okay. Let's do another 100 then. Yeah, we need more minerals. Okay. Well, you know, we have a big, huge branch office shut down. Ooh, crime levels drop. Local authorities have been able to focus on getting rid of the Ematherian cartel, who are crime lords. So that is fantastic. Alright, and what is this? Timed project. Yeah, this is not happening. So forget about that.
Research
Remove the malfunctioning implants. Halted. No. Has one science ship. Where is it at? I need a science ship there. Go do this. Go take care of that. Oh my gosh. Don't halt anything. Here the tiny outliner is going to show us integration for the Ematherian. We have a long way to go. I like that it shows it though. I didn't know that that showed up before. I don't know how I've managed to play for so many years now and completely missed that that is available on the outliner. So that's cool. I like that. It's awesome. We have all the terraforming going on. That's cool. It seems like to show us integration, it had to trade our transport fleet, so it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Special project concluded.
And the abduction teams from the observation post above Takaram 1 have worked in concert with the crew of the ISS Pythias to quickly gather the Jazz Gavaz test subjects with the faulty brain implants. The observation post surgical staff replaced the implants with functional versions, and the subjects have been returned to the planet's surface. As an added bonus, Science Officer Vimus Polk managed to extract a wealth of data from the removed implants, despite their defects. So did they find Ender? Just watched that movie with my kids, because I've read the book several times, but my daughter had not read the book yet. She said, well, can we watch the movie? Like, absolutely. And watching it now the second time, it's not as bad as I remember it being. I can see that they really honestly tried to capture the essence of the book. It's just that there's a lot going on in that book. And if you were going to cram it into 2 hours, it's kind of like trying to cram Dune into 2 hours. It's a very difficult task. It's a very difficult undertaking. And I remember one of the things I didn't like about the movie, and it became even more apparent on second viewing, is that so much of that book is Ender on the space station and his tribulations and isolation and his friendships with Bean and the other people, and seeing that evolve over time as you're reading it page after page after page. It really feels like this natural evolution. The pacing of the book is very good, but the movie has to rush all of that, and it has to rush the tactics.
Research concluded.
So it's like Ender has his encounter with Bonzo, and then the next day he's the commander of Dragon Flight, and then 2 seconds later they're winning against 2 other flights, and then it's over, you know. And it's like, no, actually there were tons of battles on the battle station. That was the cool thing, is that there were so many battles on the battle station. And I mean, that was just the awesome part of it. There were so many chapters and so much going on at the battle station. Okay, LMPQR ring R and ring S. And so to have that part of the book truncated in the movie Battle School, just to have it truncated like that, so short. And I understand. I mean, it's a film. There's only so much room that they had. There's only so much running time to have. So there's only so much they can do. But it was disappointing to have to watch that and be like, oh no, this is so much better if you read the book, because it goes into so much more detail and you really get a much better feeling of what happens to Ender the whole time. And so I think that you can see that they tried really hard, but you'd have to put that in somebody else. It's almost like what Ender's Game, actually, now that I really give this some thought, I think a Netflix series for Ender's Game would be amazing. If you had 7 to 10 episodes to tell that story and to really dig into Battle School and all the different battles and the tactics, because one of the things they don't show in the movie is Ender intentionally shooting at his legs to freeze them in a kneeling position so that he creates a shield for himself, and then he's able to go down because the enemy's gate is down, and people shoot at him and his legs have already been paralyzed. And they don't even show that in the movie. They show other things that kind of give you a hint about certain things, but you never get to see how he uses everything he learns in the tactics of each individual battle.
Research
and how
concluded.
he continues to just kind of get smarter and smarter and smarter and develop his troops and his team. It just happens so quickly in the movie. And you're thinking, this is actually kind of the major part of the book, and the movie reduced it to about 10 minutes. Now, that's an exaggeration, of course, but that's what it feels like. That's the feel that you get from watching the film. And all I kept thinking was, this deserved so much more time. And I'm usually not a fan of saying, when people say, oh, this movie should have been a series instead, or a miniseries. But in this case, I do think it was probably correct.
Research concluded.
I think having a series on Netflix for Ender's Game would have just done things so much better. You can see I'm making this into a trade station because I'm going to try my new theory of forget these, replace them,
Research concluded.
put all habitation districts on these
Initial
things, and use
colonization
all
phase
commercial
commencing.
zones to create jobs so that this can grow and get its pops.
Initial colonization phase commencing.
I think this might be the smartest thing to do with them. I have previously used them for refineries, but I think that might not be the wisest use of them, because ring roads set up so much better for that because they have so much more room. So yeah, we'll see how this works out. How soon before we can declare war on these bozos, the free Bose Patch Tucks? When are you guys going to be done with your war? They're at war with the Boki Hive. The Boki Hive don't like us. Has Federation status with us. I'd like to actually just conquer the Boki Hive because they're over here. They got this little bit here and this little bit here, and I feel like if we just waltzed in there and made them a vassal, life would be a lot easier. But Federation status. When can we can revoke their federation with our federation? How do we get them to be invite into federation? Requires excellent relations or an envoy status to improve relations. So let's improve our relations with them. Busy with relations with the Silicon Manifold. This is the Boki Hive. We have harming relations. Oh, no. I don't want to harm relations. I'm going to improve relations with them now. Busy harming relations. Accept. Improve relations. Boki Hive. Busy harming relations. No, we're going to accept. We want to just get these guys in our federation then, because that'll help us get to the end of this game sooner. And then we'll only have to worry. I wanted to kill them because they're a hive mind, but if it gets me to the end of the game sooner and conquers the galaxy quicker, then we'll do it this way. Everybody else in our federation has wanted them in the federation for a long time and kept badgering us to give them association status. So let's do that. The Republic of Yihim actually likes us. I wish we could get them out of their alliance.
Construction project concluded.
Busy improving relations with the silicon manifold. Represent our interests. Yes. So we don't have any more. I'd have to get some more, guys. Make claims, harm relations. Offer trade deal. Offer protectorate status. They must be at peace. That's the thing. Dang. When are you guys going to be done with your stupid war? Because that would change everything. And who are they at war with? They're at war with the Bogia. Yeah, so. Okay, well, we'll see how that pans out. This is like the last. These guys are the pain in the butt. The Freed Boast Pachuks. They're, if we could get rid of them, concluded. We could do a lot. We could get really close to finishing this game. So, let's do this. How are we looking up here? We're looking short on exotic gases is what we're looking at. So let's fix some of that. Galactic Stock Exchange. We'll give them one of these. One of these. Ring M says, hey, I can still build some things. I still got room for a couple jobs. Well, everybody gets a couple strongholds, so that's kind of... Oh yeah, and then we're lacking. It found us lacking, but we have so much money, we might as well just go in here and buy some, right? Because why not? Why not? I say, why not? And we need more of the gases.
Research concluded.
There. Alright. The research concluding is just... Ugh. It's so fast now, that's amazing. Oh, and we're low on food now. Okay, so we need to find some of these worlds that... Here's this ring world.
Research concluded.
So let's do this. Galactic Stock Exchange. Exotic gas refineries. Chemical plants. A couple of those. That's how we build those ring worlds out. See, and they end up being just great for that. They're absolutely great for that kind of thing. Ring Q says, I am ready. Give me some things. Okay. In this case, here's what I'm going to give you, buddy. Precinct House. I need to move some people over to you. You got 98 jobs. Let's do that. Let's move some folks. Resettlement. Because how many? Oh, ring N, ring O. Oh my goodness, ring P and ring Q just have so many people. This is going to take a little while. I better find a good subject to ramble about. This is going to take some time. Oh my goodness. Good lordy. Well. Wow. It's just a lot of people. This is why, again, not to harp, but it would be just so much better if pop migration was automatic. And if it wasn't automatic, if Paradox has a legit reason, which I don't know what it would be, but if they had a legit reason for saying we don't want pop migration to be automatic, we want you to use decisions to slow pop growth, then stop tying it so closely to influence, because influence is precious. And the last thing I want to do is look how many planets there are. For me to turn on pop growth halting on every single one of these planets with a decision that costs 50 influence, forget it. It's never going to happen. So it perplexes me that this is the state they're in with this, that they're somehow thinking that this is a good idea. Resettlement. This is on Rixish. What's Rixish to? Rixish. Ruinan. Rixish. What are you doing? Oh, you just need more jobs. Okay, great. We can do that. We can do that, and we can provide you with more housing. In terms of those, I'm not sure you're going to need all of those. But this habitat here, same thing. We're going to do this. Replace this with habitation districts. And use these, because these can provide 10 jobs a piece. So we will do that. See how that works out. All those habitats. This is Hab. If I can do that. This is a food hab, which is just not... This is not, no. I want it to be a trade station. We're not going to do it this way because these provide 2 jobs. So this can provide a lot more jobs here in a short amount of time. And yes, I know my whole empire is a little low on food, but that's okay. Growth discouraged. Robot assembly. Listen, you don't need to turn off robot assembly when there's no robots. You don't need to do that. This planet says I need a few more jobs. Resume robot assembly. Because I don't like that being up there. This, yes, do this. Replace this with food. That would be great. In addition to that, you don't have any research, so it has a planetary supercomputer, which is great, but we don't have researchers on this planet. So I want food processing facilities. Administrative park. Okay, we can make this an admin world. That would... If we're going to do that, we're going to change this to bureaucracy. This is just one of those worlds we picked up from conquering somebody and went, oh my gosh, could you have screwed this up any worse? Just a mess. Mess. Alright. That world's taken care of. Razil. This is a legit research world. I like it the way it is. This whole business with this food over... Oh, and they don't need martial law anymore. That's one thing I wish I could do. I wish there was a designator on here that was easy to see that would let me know, oh, this world has martial law on it, because then I could go and take care of those. We can't... Lacking. Oh, we're lacking again? You've been found wanting. Okay, well. A Knight's Tale is such a fun movie. Paul Bettany, Heath Ledger, you watch that and so many of Heath Ledger movies. Geez, you watch Heath Ledger and you just realize how talented and how gifted he was, and you think, man, that's just the most unfortunate thing in the world that he perished so soon before his time, because that man was on his way to making some really phenomenal films. His Dark Knight, his Joker is still just, for me, that is like
Research concluded.
the most awesome thing. I really love Christopher Nolan's Batman movies. It's sad though that I just saw something on Twitter that paints Mr. Nolan in a kind of unflattering light. I guess he's kind of a jerk to work with. It's always I find that always just incredibly disappointing that kind of thing even happens. Why do people have to be jerks? Why? It's unnecessary. I always found it so strange that people think that, especially men, especially white men, think that yelling and screaming is an acceptable way to conduct themselves in a place of business with their employees. Because under no circumstances is that acceptable. I say that as someone who was in the military. What people don't understand about the military, I think, to a certain degree, is that they watch Full Metal Jacket and they think it's all about yelling and screaming or something. And that's just basic training. That's just the period of time where they are trying to beat you down so they can build you back up. That's their philosophy. That is the whole military philosophy, because they need this clay to work with. And they very much want that clay. So they beat you down, they build you back up, and then at that point in time, they mold you into this thing that they want you to be. In the case of a Marine, they'll mold you into a killing machine or whatever it is, but they have a goal. They're not just doing it because they're dumb. But the thing that people don't understand is my point that I want to get to, and I'm trying to say that and play this game at the same time is people don't understand that the yelling
Research
stops
concluded.
after basic training. It's gone. It goes away. Because now you've been molded. Now you've been taught how to fold your clothes and stand at attention and obey commands and do what you're told and follow the chain of command. Now you know how to behave like a grown-ass adult in the military. Now you can be responsible. And so the yelling stops. And it becomes about being professional. In fact, I would argue that out of all of the jobs that I've had in my entire life,
Construction project concluded.
I would say people in the military were the most professional. It was probably the most professional, polite environment I worked in. And that counts all my time.
Research
not just
concluded.
in active duty, but in the Washington Air National Guard later when I was chased out of active duty. Just professional. Very professional. I only had one bad incident. Well, I take that back. I had two unprofessional incidents, but they were part of people and not because of policy or systems. So individuals are imperfect, but as a whole system, I just found I really enjoyed the professionalism of being in the military. I enjoyed that. What I didn't like was getting out into the civilian world and seeing people act like jackasses and think that yelling and screaming is it's not professional in any way, and it's certainly not conducive to getting your people to work for you better. Nobody's going to bust their tail more because you yell at them. They're only going to resent you. And I was so surprised to see it, especially through other people that I know in the medical field. It just blew me away. That these like directors of radiology were just screaming their heads off. It's like, I remember my ex-wife. She would come home sobbing sometimes, and I'd be like, "What's wrong?" She'd tell me these horrible stories about how much her boss just flat out yelled at people, and I found the whole thing. I just couldn't believe it. And even now, companies that I've worked for recently, I've never encountered some of these people myself. I've only heard the rumors. But there are people
Research concluded.
who just do not behave professionally at all and scream on conference calls and phone calls, and you're like, really? Because that doesn't seem like a good thing to do. I need some more minerals. I gotta figure out a way to get some more minerals here without just having to buy them. I think I need to take some time here. Well, minerals from jobs would help. I need to find some planets here that could do it really well. Could provide me with some minerals. So these guys are no good.
Initial colonization phase complete. Research concluded.
What is this world? Trappist. What are you doing? It's a mix of research and alloys. It's not necessary, and what we actually need is consumer goods. So, civilian industries, baby. Oh, and we're just so low on that. We're gonna have to go through that. Okay, let's see. Research. Food from jobs. Energy weapon damage. New founded colony. Yes. Okay, great. So these are. I need more. I need more. Got to have more. More minerals so that we can build things. Yeah, our empire has gotten swole, and now we have to deal with that. We should just sell some of this, I guess. Let's sell. It drives the price down, doesn't it? Let's do that so we can do this. And then let's go to... Oh my goodness, this empire has become has become madness. It has become so big, it's very difficult to manage now. Very difficult to manage. What is this? Decisions, turn off robot assembly, make this into a refinery world. Food. Yeah, we don't need that food. Let's replace that. I don't like having all three of these things here. That always bugs me. So we're going to do that. In fact, we're going to take the Paradise Dome down off. We don't need that. We're going to replace that with something else that's actually going to help. So the craziness here, this just absolutely gargantuan empire. And this isn't even the biggest map, I don't think, is it? Did we start with 1,000 star system? I don't think I did, because I knew that would be a task
Research concluded.
to do that. I know those are tasks that are difficult. Let's see. Food from jobs. Can we keep getting that? That'll help with the food situation. And we're selling some food. This is why we're seeing that dip. But I don't want to change it because I want to sell the food because I got to be able to buy minerals so that we can do some of these things. Because we're going to have to resettle people. Where are the other ring worlds? Ring R. O, Q, P, S, R. So here we go with you. Research segment. Housing segment. Oh my goodness. So expensive. Alright. At least you can start building. It's a task. We could always take one of these ring worlds. If food actually was an issue, we could always take one of these and ring world segments and turn it into food one. You can generate so much food for your empire doing that. It's staggering. Yeah, I would argue that Paradox really needs
Research concluded.
to look at pop auto settlement, because with its current emphasis on slowing down pops by using influence, I just don't think that that's a good thing. Are you guys still at war? You are. Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna look at my policies real quick here. More research concluded. Alright, let's choose admin food from jobs. Okay. Let's see, what is this? Policies, there is what? Focus, denounce unidentified empire. How come that is showing up under policies? We are in breach of this resolution. So this has to be a problem with this UI, I would guess. Has to be a UI problem. I wanted to look at resettlement allowed. Yes, that's fine. Living conditions. Where do we set living conditions? Oh, it's not here, is it? No, it's under species. Oh my goodness, look at you guys. Holy cow. Tons of species here. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is... Oh, good lord. So, if we set default rights, does that mean to everybody? Decent conditions. Academic privilege. Unemployed pops have reduced happiness. Social welfare. So is that for everybody? Does that go across the board to everyone? If I do it from this button up here, or is it just saying it for that selected empire? Because I want to do it for everybody. Drug cartels clash. Rising unemployment. So what about this? The Bose patch tux.
Research concluded.
Yeah, I think it means for everybody. That's great. Okay, cool. So that changed it for like everyone. Because if I go down here and look at the half Bose patch tux, what are their rights? Decent conditions. Social welfare is everybody else. Toggle species. Showing galaxy species. Showing empire species is what I want to see. Oh my gosh. These are just... So what if we take you guys and apply that template to every single one of you? How long would
Situation
that
log
take?
updated.
Finishes in 1 month. Oh my gosh. Let's see if we can eliminate some of these species. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. It's nuts.
Genetic improvement project
Yeah.
concluded.
Ultra Zikmok. Create template. Can I just reduce that thing? I can. Oh wow. Yeah, I really don't care about research, but let's just pick something. I want to take that template and I want to apply it to all of their species.
Situation log updated.
Do a little
Genetic improvement project
That one
concluded.
finished, didn't it? And it was like... Ends the enigmatic fortress chain. Oh, repowering. Time has run out. The enigmatic fortress was recovered from our initial assault once again starting up its defenses. Yeah, well, it was broken, so I'm just going to leave it alone. This is nice. So that shrunk those guys. That's great. Half Stakashi. Can we... Governing ethics attraction or unity from jobs. If we can we remove both of those? And apply that template? That'd be nice.
Situation log updated.
Let's see if we can...
Genetic improvement project concluded.
That's cool. What about you guys? You got one more pick left? Let's just... Oh, we can't do it. Let's do this. Apply template to all of you.
Situation log updated.
The Bose Patchtux. Let's see what happens at the end of this month.
Genetic improvement
Okay.
project
And
concluded.
they see it still shows me these. This must be because they're empire-wide. Oh, look, you guys have Pyoran. Apply template to all the Pyoran species.
Situation log updated.
I'd love to fix unemployment, but we gotta wait for this to grow.
Genetic improvement project concluded.
Nice. Okay, wow. You guys, let's create a template for you. You need to be, I don't know, continental preference maybe. And then just give you some stuff. Doink. Doink.
Situation log updated.
Alright, so, yeah, research, great.
Genetic
Minerals from
improvement
jobs,
project
that's definitely what we
concluded.
need. So, research ring roll. 1800. I'm just gonna have a galaxy of unemployed pops. The free Bose Patchtux, they're still at war. Boki Hive Mind are better. Order restored. The ones we wanted to do was the Imitharian Cartel. Yeah, you guys. Wait a minute. These are our guys. They're being integrated. It's the Republic of Yihim. Yeah, these guys. They like us now. Pan Galactic Concord.
Research
We
concluded.
just gotta wait for them to get done being in a war so we can. Yeah, there must be a peace to offer them protectorate status. They've been at that war forever. Like, are they ever gonna not be at that war? I don't know. Oh, I'm really excited to. I'm very, very excited in the process to playing this game with the latest patch and hoping it fixes some of the bugs, because some of this is driving me nuts. The fact that we can't do the enigmatic fortress because it's bugged out, that's annoying. The fact that we've had this problem with this planet down here from the very beginning since we got it, saying that
Another
order is
day,
restored even though
another
it
scientific
hasn't had an order problem forever. There's just a few bugs in here that are just kind of driving me nuts. I need to find some worlds. Here's what we need to do. Like this. So, guys, I prime. How much is this? Upgrade. Give me 2 more jobs there in that planet. It's got minerals. That's good. You're out of housing. So if we wanted more housing, we'd have to replace one of you. And the thing to replace would probably be this. So if we gave you end of the month, the end of the month lag. I'm looking for planets where we can start to shift the focus to minerals. Like, you kind of could there, but that's not a lot of minerals to worry about. That one's doing its best. That one's doing good. You roll through these and see which ones... I mean, you could switch the food out of here to minerals. That would... I don't know how much that would help, but let's say we did it. Let's say you did that. So here's one of those that I made. I just made it all housing districts, and then I loaded it up with commercial. And it's not really a refinery station anymore. It's a trade station. And it doesn't have... It's got room for 8 more jobs, but it doesn't really have any more housing. So if we wanted to take this and replace it with a stronghold, take this, replace it with a stronghold.
Research
because those provide a little bit more housing. Minerals from jobs. Let's just keep choosing that and see if we can kind of right the ship here.
Research concluded.
Ring world, sorry, just... Oh my gosh, that was really fast. Energy credits from jobs, and it took like 1 month for that tech. Oh my gosh. This is funny. This is definitely the most research I've ever had. 52k. That's
research concluded.
That's kind of astonishing. That is astonishing. That's a lot. That's the most I've ever had. Wow. That's causing it to freak out every month. It's like, hey. Wow. Okay. See, there's some there. But that being an energy planet looks really good. Here's some more. Okay. What would we have to do with this planet? You'd have to give it housing to get the last 2 slots there. I build these worlds pretty good. So it's just that the universe is short of minerals. And unfortunately, you can't build another... It really bothers me that you can't build a second matter decompressor. You can build a ton of ring worlds. You get 1 matter decompressor, and that's it. So, and if we wanted to, I guess, yeah, there is this. You could use this for monthly minerals plus 20%, but I don't... Well, we're okay with influence because we're integrating people. That's why I'm a little bit concerned about it. But if we do production targets, that helps with that and gives you some more monthly minerals. And then desperate measures, don't care about fortress architectural renaissance. That's on monthly minerals plus 33%, so we can do that. So this will give us a lot more minerals per month. Now we're up to 2k. Concluded. There it goes. So the edicts are going to have to be used for me to get what I really want here. Gosh. I really want to go to war with these bozos. So, the free Bosch patch tugs. Let's see. I want to do demand tribute. They must be at peace. It's just... That's the stink. That is the stink. The only other thing to do is do a claims war. And we would have to claim at the places just where they have cities. So for instance, this currently unclaimed there.
Concluded.
That's currently unclaimed. How many... We're getting close to the end of the episode. I want to check something before we completely disappear into the sign-off here. Let's check the free boast. How many... They have 8 planets, 8 empires. They're in the Horizong system, the Kazabius system, Marath, Gomesia. This is... So we know Horizong, Ishtram, and then this is all Silicon Manifold, which is unfortunate that it's the same color, but the rest of it is down here. So if we did that, let's Rizor. There's 2 in Rizor. There's 1 in Istrum. Aludra. There's 2 in Cazibius. So there's 2 here. What would that cost us to claim this? Just this system. 160. See, I just spent some. But if we claimed only the systems that had their planets in them, and they're down to 8, and then we went to war and won, then all the rest of these systems just become up for grabs, and you just get your constructors out there and go get them. So I think that's what we're gonna have to do next episode. So I am going to, sometimes what I do is listen to the end of the episodes when it's been a long layoff between playing sessions, so I know what I planned on doing. So I'm going to make that note right now. We're going to try to use our influence to grab the systems that only have planets for the free Bos Petch Tux. There's 8 planets, and then we're going to go to war with them. I like that plan a lot. That could be very cool. Alright folks, as always, if you guys dig the episode, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you have a question or comment, just drop it down below. And if you want to support the channel, my Patreon is listed in the description below. I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.